Hello, it's Gorringes yet again. We're on view this time for our sale on the 6th of March. Good grief, March already. And some people like to go cold swimming. You know, apparently it's good for the body to immerse yourself in freezing cold water and have a swim around, and it resets the whole body. The other thing you could do is come to our warehouse, wear your thong and view the sale. It's similarly stimulating to the body in terms of temperature. I speak as it's sort of about 0 degrees today, but I'm sure it's going to warm up.
Yeah.
So what's in the sale? Well, it seems like the garden is starting to provoke people. Certainly vendors are thinking about sending things in for sale. Whether buyers are deciding to put them in their gardens yet remains to be seen. Such as Lot 1077. Look at this, lovely, great, whopping, great garden urn. A nice bit of moss and lichen upon it. Good big solid one. There's a nice pair over the back there, which you get some hebes with, and a heather. They're enjoying it here at the moment. Equally, things like Lot 1075, these large galvanised tubs with drain holes, which could be used as planters. Here's quite a nice folio chest or plans chest, Lot 1073. This painted finish, very useful if you're a collector of sort of prints and unframed things or other artwork.
You've missed the flamingos.
Well, I haven't missed it. Best till last I was working on. 1039. Get your flamingos here. Naturalistically coloured, rather fun.
Yeah.
1071, this Danish dining suite that the boys tell me they've had a look and they can't find another example by this maker coming up at auction, so it might be somewhat unusual, but fairly stylish as ever, as one expects from such things. There's a little sort of Morris-style Sussex chair, Lot 1069, restrained and rather lovely with its original seat. We've got spinning wheels, got rattan wardrobes, quite a lot of painted furniture, and other sort of more contemporary furniture like this sort of pair of modern bedroom chests, 1063, in oak, solid oak, nicely made, ready to go. So a sort of practical selection of furniture. 1050 pair of Globe Vernica bookcases, ever popular. Just nice and easy the way that door slides in so you can access your books with the stamp at the back. Condition looks to be good on those. So a fair selection for you to consider in the warehouse. Otherwise, we'll go and have a look in the main room. So in the main sale room, again, some nice bits of antique furniture this time, as opposed to some of the more contemporary over the road, such as look 1110, nice sort of North African, I suppose, bone inset chair next to an unusual sort of treadle-powered machine, lot 1111, which has this sort of treadle here that we did have going. No, it's not going to cooperate now, but there we go. That sort of pumps up and down, a bit like a sewing machine, but doing something a little different, I suspect. Drifting past a nice little Henry Rushbury etching was pleasing. That's St Paul's in 1942, lot 1728. Nice George III mahogany chest on chest, sort of plain example, but pleasing for its plainness. Lots of pictures in the sale. Have a good look through the pictures section. We pick up a few when we go and look at the smalls. Big old pine dresser here, lot 1102. You liked the look of that, didn't you?
Yeah, it's fun. You need a big kitchen.
Yes, you do need a big kitchen. Announcements going out above. Some cushions. What else do we have? I think there's cushions. I don't know which lot number they are.
It's quite a nice table.
They're in the sale. Yes, it is. It's quite smart. It's a bit small, sort of breakfast type mahogany Regency example. But yes, nicely carved and put together.
Oh, these were
like
fun,
these,
weren't they?
1515.
Come round.
They're rather substantial, aren't they? They're nice big chunky eagles here in ormolu with this nice sort of floral motifs. But it very much feels like there should be a bit more to them. There's a nut here that should be taking something, maybe a glass finial or something like that. The wax pans, well, those look like they could be all right. We also get this nice sort of cut glass. Could that have sat there? Well, if it did, what was happening here? So yeah, a little bit incomplete, which is a shame. And then this one over here has a screw-in thread fitting, so that really does suggest some sort of pointy finial. Nice marble bases. So yeah, handsome things, but sadly not complete. At lot 1515. Let's go and poke about in the smalls, shall we? So in the smalls, here we are. A few more curiosities. This caught my eye. 1289. Red tortoiseshell, white metal sort of silver type mounts, and ebony sort of points to being Portuguese or Indo-Portuguese perhaps. That's lot 1289. Picture frame, arguably usable as a photograph frame. Next to it, rather smart little tray. Look at
Yes,
that.
that's lovely.
1287, just smacks of quality, doesn't it?
Yes.
This unmarked but definitely silver mounted to it. Nice thing that. Are you on fire? If you are, how about this? This is fun. What that is? This lot 1256. It's it says here the Hardened Star hand grenade, and it's a fire extinguisher, which it says around the back. If you don't believe me, fire extinguisher.
How is that a fire extinguisher?
You have a fire, you throw it at the fire,
and
it smashes. And I don't think it's just water. I think there's supposed to be some sort of chemical within that helps
there is
quench
still
the
something in there,
fire.
isn't there?
Yes, I don't know if that's the original fitting. It's got a sort of old seal to the cap, but yes, there we go, fire extinguisher.
Oh my goodness.
You get to clear up afterwards. Lot 1256. Pictures. So still seeing lots of rather nice watercolours that have come from a job of Joe's. Let's select this as just an example. We'll take the sticker off the front. One day, training days. There we go, looks a bit better, doesn't it?
Yes.
What do we have there? This one is Richard Westall, landscape, 1765 to 1836. It says on the back it's a sketch with sheep. No surprise there. Yeah, quite fun. And that's lot 1651, but numerous other sort of fairly classic watercolours throughout the sale. Having a look round the back, perhaps. Let's go and have a look round here and have a nose. All sorts of curiosities. Starting with a big cat. It's like a pillow to me, Chinese pillow. That is lot 1457. We've got some, I imagine here this is lot 1458 postmarks as much as the stamps with the actual letters there. 4 of those in the lot. Next to a rather smart sort of Grand Toury type Ormolu model Arc de Triomphe, probably sort of Palais Royal with a little compartment to the top. It's lot 1459. Down below, look like antiquities, but we will have said whether we think they're period or not. Down below, nice little travelling microscope there, 478. We've been seeing some rather good prices for microscopes recently, sort of suggesting a little sort of boost in interest. Look at that, that's a bone, carved bone to hold the slides, and it all sort of assembles together. Generally, usually these mount into the actual side of the case. There's the mounting pin there, so it would sort of start there and build up, perhaps. 1478, there we are. Alongside it, some Cartier. Cartier.
It's very grand, isn't it?
Travelling timepieces. We sort of fold out the base there. Rather smart, isn't it? With cabochon winders. Probably perhaps a mechanical movement on that one. Not sure. Alongside it, I think that was a separate lot. What was that? That was 1476. Next to it, 1477. That little one there that again folds shut and opens out again. There always seems to be a steady following for these. That one is definitely quartz, says so on the back. There's even some Cartier sunglasses down there if you want.
Yes, there are, yes. And another clock there.
Now,
Cartier.
nice little long sporting triumphs here. Lot 1465. Holding one at the 10th Black Waterfoot by W. Neal in 1939. The Silver King golf ball. Nice little sort of mount up. And here a cricket ball. At Airth, Eric Boyd, 4 wickets with 4 successive balls. There we go. Look at that. Isn't that great? On the mount. 1465. They're fun. Cold painted bronze cat next to it. Cat or kitten. Probably Austrian, one would think. 1468. A little rummage lot here of military sort of medals and other related items, cap badges, powder horns. That's 1472, which sort of brings us across past 1467. This is, well, it's very sort of Chadwick-esque, isn't it? Sort of manner of Lynn Chadwick. Yes. Now, were there some marks on these? I was looking at I spent some time on this. So it's initialed AFB and dated 1981. We haven't been able to track down who AFB is. So, if you're watching and then you'll have an advantage and might be able to use that. Lot 1467, nicely made in bronze. There are a couple of others from the same source in the sale. In silver,
That's very.
Should we go for tea? Lot 1832. This is not English. I suspect that's Portuguese or something similar. Rog will have catalogued it accordingly. It's stamped 800, tending to point towards it being Germanic, in fact, but we'll see. And there we go. You've got your cake forks and teaspoons and sugar inside, I suppose. Nice Art Nouveau frame there, 1823. Little bit battered, perhaps, but smart though, with the butterflies, roses, etc. running round. Little loss there from the corner, please note.
Oh yes.
These things matter. So yes, some interesting silver, further silver showing underneath. Jewellery in the jewellery counter, do have a good look at that. As usual, there's a nice mixture, and otherwise have a good old rummage through the smalls and see what you find. But plenty there for you. Do come along and view, and remember, we're building up for our fine sale, which will be up online in just over a week's time. Thank you very much.